Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Nepal. Good morning, everybody watching us from across the world. Today, we have come up with yet another live session about studying in the UK. If UK is your preferred destination for your further studies, of course, this is going to be a very informative program, and you can actually explore a lot about studying in the UK as an international student, and more importantly, of course, who to consult with and which university to join at. So we have a special guest for the show today. He is very popular. He is very popular face in our South Asia region, at least for the UK education, and he is often brought into media as the education expert. He is none other than Mr. Puneet Malhotra. He's the regional director for University of Northampton, UK. Let's welcome Mr. Malhotra. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Hi, hello everybody across the world, and welcome to this session. We will be talking about the situation which the whole world is currently facing about the COVID, and what arrangements the universities across the UK are making, and particularly what Northampton has done. The good news is our campus has already opened for international students. So if you go to our website, you will see it says now open. So although we were shut for some time, but now we've already opened there.
That's a great news to hear from you, sir. Before we start our program formally about university, let me play our little video about the company. So it prepares our viewers to prepare their questions, and then start the show. All right. Yes, that was a short video about our company, Bradford Education. And for your information, we have recently launched our online platform called Applicable, which is a platform where you can actually access to over 300 institutions across the globe, including the ones in the UK, US, and Canada for now. And once again, welcome back.
Pavan, I can't hear you. Your audio is not there. Pavan, I can't hear you, dear. It's showing mute on the screen.
Oh, okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Oh, sorry about that. Well, I would apply on that, and of course, this has been we have not been online. I mean, live from last month. Of course, all of us are thinking about this global pandemic, when we'll have a vaccine coming out in the world, and when we can actually live our life back to normalcy. So of course, there will be new normal world, and all of us are actually coping up with the challenges, of course. So before we hear a lot about it, let me just give you an update about the coronavirus vaccine tracker. Which per New York Times, as of today, we got 135 preclinical vaccines, and in different phases, like phase 1 to 3rd, which is closer to approval. We have got respectively 20 in phase 1, 13 in phase 2, and 8 in phase 3. And as we all have heard about the new coronavirus vaccine as developed by Russia, just last week, I guess, and one which was already like announced by China. So there are two, and many more are in the competition. And I'm glad to talk about AstraZeneca as well, which is a vaccine being developed by AstraZeneca company and the University of Oxford itself. And they are in the phase 2 and 3 trials, which are done in England and India, which are in the phase 2 process. Whereas in other countries like Brazil, South Africa, and US, they are on the third trials. So hopefully, we'll have these vaccines coming out to the world, and then give us more hope. So just this is the update as I got. And because all of us maybe thinking a lot about our plans and being impacted by this pandemic, of course, it has not left anyone else in the world. All of us are coping with these challenges, but of course we're gonna overcome it together. It's a matter of time. So, Puneet sir, welcome again, and we want to hear from you now.
Good. Thank you. So, well, this session, I would start with a very quick presentation, which I would like to take the students and the other people who have joined us through. So, I hope, are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, be fine.
Okay, so that's a welcome note from University of Northampton International Office, and this campus picture that you can actually see. This is a completely brand new campus called the Waterside Campus. With the use of my mouse on the screen, if you see the boats parked here, this is actually a river, and there's a foot over bridge here where I'm pointing the mouse right now. Paman, can you see that?
It's a little bit hard, but I can drag that for you. You are talking about.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, as you can see, just above the tree line, that's the town center, which is literally 5 minutes walk.
Mm-hmm.
So the university is just on the river bank, and that's why it is called the Waterside Campus. University of Northampton actually was the third university to be formed in the UK after Cambridge and Oxford. And the original campus was formed in 1857. That's pretty old. But 2015, the university decided to move to a completely new campus, and the whole objective to do that was to bring in technology-driven teaching, which is required for the 21st century. So, like you can record Zoom sessions today, you can record video recordings, even maybe you can record this session today. Similarly, all sessions in the university are live recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And a student can access the section even after the class gets over, or say for any reason they are unwell, they are not able to come to the campus physically, they can still attend from any part of the world, including the UK. So that's something very, very unique about Northampton. And this campus became operational in 2018.
Wow.
Now, the COVID situation actually got triggered in India sometime around March. In the UK, I would say around the same time. But from 2018 till January 2020, we were already delivering our programs, which is called through active blended learning. So, what quickly we will cover today: the COVID-19 update, why choose Northampton, what subjects do we offer, what kind of accommodation do we give, the tuition fee that is charged by the university, and most important, how many scholarships we are giving, because that's a very good attraction for international students. And we give up to 30% scholarship at undergrad level for all 3 years of the program, and at master's level also up to 30%. Plus, we are very strong for placements, jobs and placements. And I think looking at the COVID scenario, I think all students will be concerned about their placements. That's a very important factor to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So the good thing is courses in Northampton are starting from 15th of September, and students will receive face-to-face teaching, provided there's no major second wave of COVID. The levels and hours of face-to-face teaching will depend upon social distancing measures. But if you go to our website, you will see that, and I've shared the website address in the chat box. So students will see that the university has made all arrangements. The entire campus now is a one-way entry system. So that is to maintain social distancing and that people don't bump into each other. Uh, More emphasis will definitely be on active blended learning, and students need to keep a regular check about update themselves about the situation updates from UKVI plus also on our website. It is mentioned on our website.
Mhm.
So why Northampton? Well, we are teaching an academic framework gold ranked university. This is the top quality. Basically, UK government divided universities into gold, silver, and bronze category. So out of 130 UK universities, only 42 are in the gold category. And one of the primary reasons is, as you can see, the employability rate has been above 94% or above for the past 10 years. That is really very, very good, even under such challenging times. The good thing is both our undergrad programs and our master's program give you an option for a paid placement year. Location wise, we are very centrally located. We are only an hour from London and around 40 minutes from Birmingham, half an hour from Cambridge, half an hour from Oxford, 20 minutes from Milton Keynes. And why I'm saying Milton Keynes? Because Milton Keynes is the IT hub of UK. So that's another thing. Our fee is very affordable and the cost of living is almost 45% cheaper compared to London. We're the first university in the UK to get the Changemaker campus status. Now, this is an American system, basically, where they give the international recognition. And then we offer international scholarships, which is another very good thing. These are the subject areas. As you can see, wide variety of subjects. Engineering is there, computer science is there, gaming, art, design, then criminology, leather. We have freshers MBA. For health courses, again, we are very, very popular, particularly courses like nursing. From this January, we are also starting masters in physiotherapy, which was something in great demand, both from India and Nepal market. So the university has, I would say, listened to it, and they are starting masters in physiotherapy with a placement year option. So that's again going to be a very good thing. These are few pictures of our campus. Now, as you can see, the labs are called the Creative Hub. That's where all the laboratories and all your design studios are. The Learning Hub is where your library and your classrooms are located. The Senate building is basically where the Vice Chancellor's office is there, and some classrooms are there. These buildings at the back that you can see behind the bus, this is the entire university accommodation on campus, and the university has its own fleet of buses. So students, and it is free of cost for students. They don't have to pay money for that. Also, the this dark gray color building here. This is the hotel management school on campus. So there's an actual hotel where
Mhm.
you can get room or your services, whether you want to hold a conference or anything of that sort in the university through booking.com and other websites. So it's a commercial model which is being run by students of the business school and hospitality school. The university is purposely built for the 21st century teaching. 24 hours library is there. The sports lab, the dome, pavilion, and pitches are free of cost. Then there's the students' union, student villages on campus accommodation. There's a doctor's surgery on campus. University has its own health and safety arrangements. Then we are one of the top universities in the UK for police teaching.
Mm.
For people who want to go into police services. And we have our own set of people who, as police marshals, just in case there is any incident or anything of that sort on campus. But the good thing is Northampton as a town has a highly, I would say, negligible rate of crime
Mm.
compared to other cities in UK, even if you compare it to London, for example. So the because it's actually a town of slightly richer people. Why I'm saying that because the entire leather industry in the UK and the footwear industry in the UK, including Church's shoes, where they sell a pair of shoes for as high as £5,000 a pair, and those are being manufactured in Northampton. Now, University of Northampton is the only university in Europe which offers courses in footwear and leather technology. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're a student who's done like chemistry or chemical engineering and not really sure what you want to do, you can look at courses to do with leather processing technology. And these are courses which have limited seats, so like 20 seats in a year. But all the students who come onto these programs, they are already like as soon as they enroll, they're able to get a job offer from the companies. So these are some courses which have got 100% placement.
Mm-hmm.
Then accommodation, as you can see, it is almost a five-star accommodation. It is all completely new, fully furnished, but all accommodation in the UK is self-catered. So students must know basic cooking. You can have a twin sharing room. We don't have the dormitory system. So the cheapest would still be a twin sharing where two friends can share a room or two people can share a room. And then you can either have to choose to have a shared kitchen or an independent kitchen and an independent bathroom, which is basically the ensuite option. These are the three type of accommodation that we offer. The Waterside campus accommodation starts from 140, goes up to 170 pounds a week. St. John's Hall, which is literally 5 minutes walk to the campus, starts from 115, goes to 165 pounds a week. And the other one, which is the Scholars Green is actually at our older campus where the accommodation starts from 77 pounds and goes up to 125 pounds. So this is around 20 minutes away, and there is a free bus service on all working days. So you just show your ID card and you can hop onto the university bus. Uh, Under the new visa rules, the UK government has made it mandatory that you cannot live more than 40 miles away from the campus. Now, unlike some other countries like the US and Canada, in the UK, a student can work part time right from day one as soon as they come in, 20 hours per week during your term time and full time during your vacation. Uh, for all our undergrad degrees, which are BA and BSc, including engineering, the fee is only £12,900. Health courses are slightly more expensive, 13,900. Nursing is 15,750. MBA is 14,750. These are all in pounds. And depending upon your qualification, like I said, there are three slabs of scholarship: 10, 20, and 30%. So students can apply to us. And Nepal board also we give IELTS exemption. So there are certain boards where we are able to give IELTS exemption. Tribhuvan University, Pokhara University, these students are generally able to get good scholarships also. So these are merit-based scholarships. Something very unique and very cost-effective for Northampton is any student who comes for an undergrad qualification with us, and if they want to do a masters after that, they can get up to 50% scholarship. No other UK university is this kind giving this kind of a deal or this kind of a scholarship to the student.
Yep.
And teaching and learning is basically, like I said, because of COVID, normally it is Monday to Friday. The actual classes are 2 to 3 days in a week. But because of COVID, the classes are being extended. The timetable is extended from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Saturday. And what happens is that suppose there's a batch of 30 students, then 10 would come face to face today, the other 10 would come, and the remaining 10 would come on the third day. The remaining 20 would attend the same class at the same time online. And when I say online, it's not just as a spectator, but it is an interactive session. So we have our own dashboard through which we teach the students where they can interact through video conferencing with a tutor. And you can be in any part of the world. So those who are looking for September intakes, right now it's a good time and September intake is still open. We are taking applications till 31st of this month. And if the funds and everything is ready, then the good news is that the positive side is that students who enroll in September are allowed to come to the UK as late as 15th of January, which basically means you can start your program online. And as and when the VFS is already open in Nepal now, but as and when the ministry opens and the international flights open, you can then apply for your visa, book a flight, and come to the UK. Now, till January intake, dependents can come along for master's courses. Undergrad, no dependents are allowed.
Hmm.
Masters, dependents can apply at the and they must apply at the same time. And as of now, dependents don't need IELTS. But after 1st of January, all visa rules are changing because UK is leaving the European Union on 31st of December. So even Europeans would have to take IELTS if they want to come and work in the UK or if they want to come and study in the UK, and they will also have to pay the same tuition fee that all international students are paying. They're not at an extra advantage of being part of Europe. Okay. Then jobs and placements. Well, this is something very, very important. Most of our courses, I would say rather 95% of our courses have a placement year option or a internship built into the program. Because if you have work experience while you are studying, that then that drastically improves your chances of getting a job as soon as you finish the program. Now, a very important thing, especially for students from Nepal, particularly here, this red logo here is a company called Unitems. This is a placement cell which basically helps students both for undergrad and masters, both part-time jobs as well as full-time jobs in the UK. And the entire university placement department is headed by a girl who went from Nepal. Her name
Mm.
is Sonal Nepal. And she went in 2008 and she went for bachelor's in journalism. Then she did master's in human resource management, and now she heads the entire division, entire placement department for the university. So why
Mm.
I'm saying that basic connect is there. That if you have somebody from your country who's in the university, then definitely they will go out of the way to help, or at least you can expect a proper support. So jobs and placement is very important because this is something everybody would look at, especially in the COVID times, and
Mhm.
even otherwise. So these are some of the brands through which, uh, the companies our students have gone on to work with. And Barclays Bank has its headquarters in Northampton. So, like I said, I'm the regional director. Students need to contact Bradford Education, or they can get in touch with me. But I would prefer you get in touch with Bradford Education for Nepal, particularly because document verification is required. So they will guide you how that needs to be done. And now we will open the session for question and answers. Is that
Sure.
fine,
Oh, thank you, sir.
Pawan?
Thank you, sir. It was like very short and sweet and very right to the point. Like, our students in Nepal, especially, as you know, like, they're looking for the education that actually rewards them career-wise. Like, they go
Well,
to,
the most important thing is we
Mhm.
are giving them scholarships and we are kind of giving them a work assurance. If they
Absolutely.
do well, then quickly to tell you
Hmm.
that all engineering graduates, all IT graduates,
Hmm.
and all mathematics graduates, they come under the tier 2 skill shortage category in the UK. And there are close to 32,000 companies where students, international students, can apply for jobs. And this opportunity will increase after 1st of January.
Mm.
Plus, most important, the UK has now introduced the 2 years post-study work visa.
Exactly.
And one thing very important to understand how this visa is different compared to the previous post-study work.
Hmm.
In the old post-study work visa, you could not change your student post-study work visa into any other visa category in the UK.
That was the
But
challenge.
now, on the post-study work visa, you can convert it into a work permit at any given time in those 2 years. The work permit category currently is called the Tier 2 category,
Hmm.
right? And under the Tier 2 category, there are close to 32,000 companies where students can apply for a job.
Wow.
And if
That's
you
a
get
lot
a
of.
job with those companies, they give you a 5 years open work permit, and
Mhm.
after 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency.
Wow. So
So
this is
it
very
is
good.
actually
Yeah. Mm.
difficult to settle in the UK if you want to do that.
Absolutely. Like, it has been very, like attractive. I studied destination recently. Like you said, like, with this PSW announced, which was not possible a couple of years before. So, this is great news for everyone who is willing to study in the UK. On first hand, UK was always a prestigious destination in terms of pursuing your higher degrees. Now, it has been even better place to be as an international student, because you have got those opportunities, working there for some time, and like even if you want to live there, settle down, then you have options there. Like you said, 25,000 plus companies are willing to hire the graduates. Then the graduates can get up to 5 years, visa, and during this time, so many things can be achieved. So this is great, a great support to international students or anyone who is dreaming to go to UK and then make a career. Thanks for saying this.
One thing, one thing which I would like to add here, Pawan, like I'll give you an example. We offer a freshers MBA, no work ex is required.
Oh yes,
Right.
got it.
Engineering graduates, for them we offer a program which is called MSc Project Management. Then we have International Events Management program. We have hotel management program. Even in Nepal, there's a master's program which is very popular, which is Masters in International Relations, because Nepal has a very important strategic importance. And a lot of our students who have done MA International Relations have gone on to work with United Nations in Nepal. So
Mhm.
that's a very good success stories we have. Now
That's
on
right.
the MBA program, normally the good thing is for placement year courses we don't charge any tuition fee.
Okay. Hmm.
So
So completely
that's
free
something very
in the year. Okay.
let
Mhm.
me 2 minutes I'll take here.
Sure.
Why I'm stressing on that?
Mhm.
The normal MBA is a 1 year MBA, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
The student, if he goes for the placement year MBA, they
Mhm.
get a 28 months visa, 2 years for the course and 4 months extra standard visa. So
Okay.
in 28 months, 19 months they're actually working full time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hmm.
So basically, they are able to recover their cost of living and even to certain extent the tuition fee also.
Hmm.
And if you're a scholarship student, then you recover the entire cost even before you finish the program. So whether you're taking an education loan or whether you're borrowing money from your parents, if
Hmm.
you spend wisely, then you can save enough to return the money back to them.
So you saying that MBA program is of 1 year, or like it's a 2 year program? So that
It's a 2 year program. The way it works, first year you are studying,
uh-huh.
second year, but right in the beginning, you're taught about how to apply for a job in the UK. That's the very first module.
Hmm.
And everybody is supposed to pass that module. That is a mandatory zero credit module.
Hmm.
Right from the way how a CV should be written for a UK employer
Hmm.
to conducting mock interview tests before you actually go for the actual interview. The
Right.
entire support is provided by the university,
Mm, absolutely. Hmm.
right?
Okay.
And this department coincidentally is led by Sonam Sherpa. So
No.
that's the good thing about it.
Yep.
And once the student is able to get a placement,
Hmm.
after studying the major part of the program, they are then put into industry
Hmm.
where they actually apply what they have learned in that 1 year
Hmm.
and they start doing work-based research. Now,
Absolutely.
it benefits the company also because companies don't have time for research. They are doing a business, they want to continue doing their business.
Like grow their business, yeah, as soon as they can. Yeah.
And at the same time, it gives access to universities to understand how businesses are operating today.
Hmm.
Because that's a common problem we face in India and even in Nepal,
Uh-huh.
where students are studying a curriculum which was designed, say, 5 years ago or
Hmm.
10 years ago.
Hmm.
Industry does not stop. You have to understand that. I'll give you an example. Look at Zoom, for example, or
Hmm.
even the like StreamYard or these kind of technologies that we are using today.
Right.
Had anybody thought of that life will be confined to a room where and still everybody will be able to work?
Yeah. It was not that much popular until this pandemic. Now even
And
first grader or even like kindergarten kids, they know about Zoom and live this all virtual classes. So it's been popular and it's beyond our imagination now. You're
and
right.
actually, those people who have done the work properly as a university, we are seeing actually an increase in application numbers.
Hmm. Yeah. Application number.
Because more people are going online, they are able to research, they are able to understand, and as a university also we conduct live session for students.
Hmm.
on different subject areas which they can join.
Right, and that's a very very good way to deliver the message directly to the potential students. And there is then we the consultants are very happy to even make it better. So with this means of this personalization or the technology, I guess students are getting better and better in terms of the explore, I mean in terms of their process to the study abroad. Thanks for that. And Puneet sir, we have got few questions on the screen, and in the meantime, I would like to encourage our viewers to ask the questions here. And we have got this special time from our specialist, Mr. Puneet Malhotra from the University of Northampton today. And please feel free to ask us the question. While we'll be addressing addressing few of the questions here, we'll be happy to receive your questions as well. So I want to take the questions on the screen here from Mr. Sulabh Pandey. Thanks, Sulabh, for this question. And
Sulabh, what bachelor's did you do there? And was your MBA in Nepal or did you do it overseas?
okay. Hmm. Yeah, please make it clear. You can send us a follow-up question. That way, we.
Because say if you're from commerce background, then he can go for masters in accounting and finance.
Mhm,
That also has a placement year option. If
mhm.
he's from engineering, he can go for masters in project management. So it depends what bachelor's he's done.
All right. Please make it
But
clear.
I really hope that is nice.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
because he's already done an MBA,
Mhm.
he will qualify straight for a 30% scholarship.
Wow, that's a great offer. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, firstly, University of Northampton is not so expensive. It's very affordable, very reasonable priced university in the UK. So on top of that, with this background, you're gonna get 30% scholarship, as you heard from Mr. Puneet. Please.
Our MSc cost is 13,750 for this September and January next year. And
Okay.
with 30% scholarship, it will come down to 9,625 pounds, under
Oh,
10,000 pounds.
yeah, under 10,000. Wow, that's barely you can get somewhere else.
Exactly. That's a very good deal, Sulabh.
Uh,
But definitely let us know what bachelor's you've done.
sure. Yeah. Thanks, Sulaf, and we hope to hear back from you. Uh, Next question I want to pull up here from Mr. Binod Pokhriel. Thanks, Binod, for the question. Please help us.
Yeah. Okay. So now he's done BE Computer Sciences. If it is a 4-year degree,
Yeah, it is.
then he can get scholarship again depending on what his grade in the bachelor's is.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 10, 20, 30, I think minimum 20 to 30% scholarship, and he can come onto the MBA, no problem with that.
All
And
right.
I can see he's married because he's put his wife's picture on the screen. So if he
Absolutely.
wants to bring his dependents along, he can do that.
Yeah, yeah, that's a smart answer from our Puneet sir today. Yes, you can actually apply for this September intake itself, as we were mentioning on this session today. That even if you are applying for September, which is next month, many of you might think September intake is around the corner. But again, UK has changed its visa rule. Even if you apply for the September intake, you still can start your September intake. How you can actually travel to the UK by the 15th of January next year, which is 3 months.
That is the very last date. Basically, what happens, the student starts the program online,
Mhm.
and because currently in Nepal, the ministry is closed, they are not giving the NOC letters.
Yeah. Hmm.
So as soon as they start issuing the NOC, VFS is already opened. If the VFS is opened, then the ministry will also open very soon. That is for sure.
Hmm.
So, Binod, it's a 4-year degree. What was your percentage, dear? Let us know your aggregate percentage and which university did you study.
Sure. And Absulab again, he says it's from Westcliff University, and I believe it's a university in LA. It's a US university.
Yeah.
Hmm. And we
So,
need to know your GPA if
Sulabh
possible.
Pandey, again, dear, like I told you, you will be eligible for the MBA with placement with a 30% scholarship. I would say get in touch with Bradford. They will tell you how to make an application and they'll guide you through the whole process.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sulab. And here is the GPA by Mr. Binod.
Is it? 2.74 out of 4.
Out of 4, yes.
Okay, so that comes to around 68%.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give him 20% scholarship.
All right, you got it. Binod, Mr.
Okay.
Binod. Okay, thank you for this question, and hope
Yeah,
you.
Purvanchal University, Nepal is acceptable. No problem with that.
All right,
How
absolutely.
about his IELTS? Has he taken IELTS, or what is his score in English in 12th and which board? That is
Uh,
another important thing.
yeah, hopefully, like we're gonna get the answer. So, Mr. Binod, like if you could, like give us the answer about your IELTS score, that would be appreciated. What is the time for see, like did the time to apply for September intake? Because we said, like in our training session a few days back, like you mentioned about the conditional admission, right? If you they don't have that IELTS, they can get the offer letter right now.
Yeah, we can give them the offer letter, and we accept the Pearson's test of English. We do accept TOEFL IBT, and they can even take IELTS indicator, which is the online version. So all options are open.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mr. Bino, like if you are interested to apply for this September intake, we can actually process your application. Please provide us whatever is available on your hand, which means even if you don't have your IELTS score, you can actually prepare for PTE, which is acceptable, and we can actually process your offer. Thanks again for your question. We have next question by Mr. Subham Marshall.
Right. Shubham, you've done a BBA. So what is your percentage? Which university? And what is your English score in 12th? These are important things. Depending on your BBA scores, like I said, there are three options: 10, 20, and 30% scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
The you are if you're any student from any background can come onto the MBA. So that is not a problem. The way our MBA works, and first of all, the reason I'm saying new MBA because this year a lot of new modules have been added, particularly modules like digital marketing, the impact of COVID on businesses, things like these are already being taught in the UK. So that the students are able to understand how business, because one major challenge which everybody has to understand that COVID and this epidemic has had globally is that people have to upskill themselves. They have to add more qualifications to what they have already been doing, because the way businesses are going to operate has completely changed or will change. People have to maintain social distancing. People will still be working from home. So how do you manage your teams? How do you bring in efficiency even if they're working from home and things like that? And what kind of monitoring system do you have, or will you create? All those things will be taught on the new program.
Absolutely. So, Puneet sir explained to you, please feel free to provide us your BBA, GPA here. So it will be like more specific answer for you. And also, like if you got your test score like IELTS, PT, or TOEFL, please mention about that too. We very good programs at the University of Northampton for you. Thanks again for your question, and we hope to receive your question here. Um, Let me get to the next question by Hakuna Matata. Thanks for your question. Uh,
Well, no, IELTS does not make you eligible for merit-based scholarship. Merit-based scholarship would basically depend upon what are your grades in your bachelor's in engineering
mhm,
and master's. Just a moment, please.
sure.
मंजीत मैं सेमिनार में थोड़ी देर में बात करता हूँ. Yeah.
Mhm,
So the good thing is if you go on to Google, just Google it, type the word TIER, Tier 2, number 2, Tier 2 shortage occupation list UK.
okay.
And you will see all streams of engineering come under the Tier 2 skill shortage in the UK.
Mm,
Skill shortage means there are more jobs but less number of people available to do those jobs.
mhm,
Similarly, if you want to see what kind of pay scale you can get for a particular job in the UK, go on to
mhm,
Google and type the word live jobs, name of your course or your qualification, and just type UK. Like if I'm a mechanical engineer
mhm,
and I want to see what kind of jobs are there for mechanical engineers in the UK, Go on to Google and type live jobs mechanical engineer UK, and you'll see how many jobs are there, what pay scale they are offering you.
Absolutely.
So I think that will give you 90% of your queries will be solved there and then.
Hmm. That's the best way to do, because this is the right time to explore more about it, before
Correct.
you actually pick one particular program. See, what is their career perspective, like whether this program could be a better one for your jobs perspective or not, or like what else, like if you could blend it with
One
some
thing,
else.
one thing people need to understand that because of COVID,
Mhm.
uh, jobs will be more challenging.
Of course. Hmm.
So naturally, you have to upscale yourself or upskill yourself, I would say,
Hmm.
and
Absolutely.
be able to understand that how the world is going to operate.
Hmm.
Whether you're working in a food processing industry, whether you're in manufacturing sector,
Hmm.
because everybody now has to maintain social distancing. Till there is not a proper cure about this virus or more viruses like this. So it is not only just the COVID. I think the whole humanity has learned a big lesson from this situation that they have to be prepared for any worse situation.
Hmm. Absolutely. He says, he did his BTech from India, Club University in India, and he wants to specialize in electric power systems and has got
Well,
LTSAs.
electric and power systems is the top on the list in skill shortage area.
Wow. So lucky you, Hakuna.
And you already have a brilliant IELTS score. You don't have to worry, my dear friend.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Somebody with you, I'll just give you an example. The average salary for an electrical engineering graduate in the UK is currently around 25 to 26,000 pounds a year.
Wow.
And if you add a master's in project management or an MBA to it,
Hmm.
that straight away jumps to close to 35,000 pounds a year.
That's
So
great.
whatever tuition fee you invest for 1 year, you are able to recover it back immediately.
Hmm.
And this comes under skill shortage. So there's a special provision of visas where you don't even have to go for PSW. You
Hmm.
can apply for tier two. If you get a job with a tier two company straight away, after 5 years, you can get permanent residency.
Wow. Great offers on there. Thanks, Hakuna. And then please feel free to contact us or reach out to us with your further questions. Or like if you're ready, we are ready to take your application towards the university.
Yes, you can. The September intake is open. We are taking applications up to first week of September for this intake.
Absolutely. So when exactly the classes is starting, Puneet sir?
Well, the enrollment is happening on 15th of September.
Okay. It's
Then
in.
classes will start from first week of, some will start in last week of September, some will start in first week of October.
So we still got time. All
We
right.
still have enough time. And
Mhm.
students need to understand one thing that because of COVID, both the university and the High Commission have given a lot of relaxation. Under a normal scenario, if the student starts if the program starts on 15th September, they
Mhm.
have to physically arrive in the UK latest by 7th October. But because of COVID, they are being given time till 15th of January next year,
Mhm.
which basically means you can start your program online,
Mhm.
okay, and apply for your visa. And normally, under the travel magnet, they used to give a 30-day sticker. Now they have 90 days to travel to the UK after getting the visa.
Right. You got a follow question here. Like, he says, I'm not engaged technically, but I'm
Okay,
interested.
Vinod, uh, project management is really good. And luckily for Northampton, like in India, I'm not very sure what is the IT hub in Nepal.
Yeah,
But
there's a
in
good.
India, the primary IT hub is Hyderabad and Bangalore. These are the two main cities where IT companies are located.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, for the UK, the IT hub of UK is a town called Milton Keynes. And
Mm-hmm.
that is only 20 minutes from Northampton. That is the next train station from Northampton as you go towards London.
Hmm. That's great. Yeah, there are a couple of options, and Minister
And
explained to you.
Vinod is a mature student. He's got a couple of years of industry experience. All that will help.
Absolutely. Yeah,
And
thanks for.
he's already got IELTS 7.5, which is pretty good. For masters, IELTS 6.5 is required. But the
Mhm.
higher your IELTS and the other student who has 8 with engineering,
Mhm.
I don't see any reason why these two students will not be able to get a good, highly paid job.
Right. Absolutely. Thanks. And we got next question here from Bhagwat Sharma. If we got any.
Bhagwat, we don't have bachelor's or master's in pharmacy, but majority of students, whether from India or Nepal, who are from health background, including pharmacy, they come onto program which is Masters in Public Health.
Mhm.
We have BDS students, we have MBBS students who then choose to come on to Masters in Public Health. Uh, and because of this pandemic, that course has become very popular. For this intake alone, we have close to 200 applications. But we
Okay.
only have 50 seats on that program.
Wow. That's very
So
powerful.
the university might extend the seats because there is huge demand for that program. And Masters in
Mhm.
Public Health gives you entry straight into administrative role with the local county councils and things like that. And then while you are there, you can take the local pharmacy council exams and apply for companies to work with, like Boots, the pharmacist. Boots is one of the top brands in the UK as far as pharmacy is concerned.
Mhm. Yes, thanks, Bhagwat, and please just know, like if you're interested with any other courses, like Puneet sir mentioned, public health is popular, and then they are offering this program to international students. Puneet sir, I want to talk about this nursing program, which is very popular in our country.
Yeah,
Uh,
nursing, we are the main university in UK for nursing, but for
mhm.
nursing, IELTS is mandatory, there's no exemption. IELTS 7 with 7 in each section is required.
Okay, I'll 7 with
And
7.
anybody looking for nursing needs to apply early because there are very limited seats and it
Hmm.
is a hugely popular program.
Yes. And so it is offered in both intake, September as well
No,
as.
only September. There's no January intake for nursing.
Okay. Good.
Maybe next September onwards, there may be the university is actually currently we teach on a trimester system.
Mhm.
They are moving on to a semester system from next year.
Okay, great. Uh,
Then I think for 2021 onwards, we might have undergrad programs also in January intake.
Absolutely. So I got next question to you. How about the English IELTS waiver?
Well, if a student is from IB board or A levels, and if they've done English at HL, or they are from CBSE or ICSE board,
Hmm.
and they've got above 17 English in 12th,
Hmm.
and even Nepal board, if above 17 English in 12th, we are
Seven.
able to give IELTS.
Okay, that's great offer. Thanks for clarifying that. And you also offer the programs with sessional English or not?
With
Do you offer the pre-sessional English program?
well, international English, normally the visas is always an issue. And
Uh-huh.
I'll give you the logical reason for that because if a student takes coaching, even with the British Council
Hmm.
in India or in Nepal, if I calculate for Nepal, British Council would charge like 20,000 Nepalese rupees a month
Yeah,
at the most, right?
that's right.
And
Yep.
even if you do it for a whole year, you're paying like 2.4 lakhs.
Yeah.
And if you take 6 attempts in a year, which nobody does,
Hmm.
you spend another 1 lakh, so 3.5 lakhs Nepalese. You
Hmm.
can study English for the whole year in your country. The
Absolutely.
cost of doing the same program in the UK
Hmm.
is almost 5 times more.
Absolutely. And you can add on top of that the living cost, so that makes
Correct,
it
correct.
even more expensive.
So
So
visa officers will no, generally don't grant visas for pre-sessional English.
yeah, there is no rush, like if you are yet to take the artist
Because
score
in
artist.
India and Nepal,
Hmm.
particularly, English is spoken widely.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is not a problem. But if you're a student from, say, countries like Vietnam or Thailand or China or Korea, where English is not the first or second language,
Hmm.
those students get this visa for pre-sessional English.
You're right
In
because.
fact,
Mhm.
I was pretty surprised. I was in Nepal, I think in the month of January this year,
Okay, earlier this year. Okay.
just before the lockdown.
Uh-huh.
And I met a person a Chinese person,
Hmm.
who was bringing students from China to Nepal to do IELTS.
Oh man.
I was quite surprised.
Okay. So the thing, like, of course, like many other embassies, or let's say the visa officers, have the same perception that I often, like, hear from, because like, we work with other, sorry, countries as well. So their finding is like, Nepalese students have got average of 6 in RTS, or like,
Correct.
up to
So
61.
undergrad only six is required.
Yeah.
And unlike Canada and other countries, in the UK they are very relaxed or they're very lenient on IELTS, to be honest.
Right.
Like some countries say six with six in each section.
Mm-hmm.
UK says overall six, minimum 5.5.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Even
So.
at master level,
Mhm.
6.5 with minimum 5.5 and 6 in writing.
Yeah, they are very flexible in terms of like the requirements, this English
You
proficiency.
see, the good thing about the UK visa system is
Hmm.
backlogs is not counted as negative.
Yeah.
Distance learning, not a problem.
Hmm.
Even if you have a rejection from any other country, suppose you applied to Canada, Australia, USA, and you've got multiple rejections,
Hmm.
still you can get a UK visa.
Hmm.
And UK visa is the easiest of all.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Right. Your next question is if a student has a degree from UK institution but studied in Nepal, uh, I think would still be required because they have not studied in the UK. But it depends where exactly or which university degree they are getting in Nepal. Like Northampton has a tie-up with Nami College in Nepal. So if they're doing a Northampton degree at Nami, then we will give the waiver.
Absolutely.
But for other universities, we'll have to cross-check.
Okay. Great. Like you said, like previous visa, like let's say someone got rejected
Even
from.
visa rejection is not a problem.
Okay. Or
I
here.
had students who got three visa rejections in the same year and got the UK visa without interview, that too with a dependent.
Absolutely. Okay. Probably the last question to you, sir. Like how to make application, from Nepal. So how do you, what do you suggest to the students, to apply through?
Well, I would say students should get in touch with your company. That's the best and the easiest way to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
And then you can collect their documents, verify it, and send us the scanned copies.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing is in the UK there is no application charge.
Mm-hmm.
So for the operator, they don't have to pay any money whatsoever.
Right.
And they don't have to make a separate application for the scholarship either.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as they make an application and if they qualify, we will decide and let them know the scholarship within the offer letter itself.
Great. So, what is the like normal process? Like like once we send.
Well, if the application is complete, again, I think your mic is on mute. Pawan? Pawan, I can't hear you. Can't hear you, dear. Anyway, I'll quickly cover it up. Uh, if the application is complete in all respect, that means they've submitted their statement of purpose, they've sent us the clear scans of all their documents, then the turnaround time is anything between 2 to 3 working days. Paman, you're not audible.
Hello.
Now you're audible. I was just about to text you. I couldn't hear you what you said in between.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry, viewers. Like maybe like my mic got some issues here. So, Puneet sir, like I think we covered most of the things here today regarding the programs, the pricing, the scholarship, and the English waivers, and of course the top programs to consider while thinking about like studying at both levels, like undergrad and postgraduate, as well as like September is still there to apply for because in the UK at most of the universities like the University of Northampton and Northampton being the special here they still like Northampton still accepting the programs, including the nursing, for this September itself. And even if you get a visa for this September and can travel to the UK for now, but can travel in January, which is great. And uh, there's so many things like to actually like consider the University of Northampton. Dear viewers, dear potential students or the parents watching us today on this live session or as well as in the recorded version, please feel free to reach out to us. Our office is open. We have the contact details as like popping up on the screen, and we just had our special guest for the show, Mr. Puneet Malhotra, who is regional director for the University of Northampton, UK, and he shared about his expertise on this UK education and current scenario and the impact by the COVID-19. And of course, we all want to be safe and then like stay at your home and then be safe. And then of course, you do not like move back your plans, rather like move further with your plans, study plans in the UK if that is a destination of your dreams. Thank you, sir, once again, and we wish you a very safe and well-being.
Thank you, Pawan, and thanks to all the students. You can, my contact details are also on the university website. So if you want to
Sure,
get in touch with me for any chat or anything, I'm happy to guide you guys. But for application process, please get in touch with Pawan and the team. They really do a good job and they'll know how to help you with making an application. Thank
absolutely.
you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll be in touch with you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone, once again for watching us live today, and all the friends and families watching me and my guest, and absolutely like supporting us in today's live session. And this was with the purpose to help you all in gathering the information that you deserve regarding your study plans in the UK. And we had a great time with our guest speaker today, Mr. Puneet Malhotra, who is the expertise in the UK education, as he's been in this business for many years. And we got his very popular university, University of Northampton, and we are the newest partner agent for Nepal for the university, recently added, and we feel proud to serve you with this university as your option, next option to materialize your study plans in the UK. And of course, Bradford is coming up live with this sort of live session, and we hope to give you better and better service and information. And of course, we understand the challenges that we all are facing due to this pandemic, but of course, we should not be left behind with this all information that we need for our future. And in the near future, please let us know how we can help you better, like what sort of program, which country you want us to focus on. For your information, Bradford is more about the UK education as well as US, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand education. So for now, my best wishes to you. And of course, happy Father's Day, even though it was yesterday in Nepal, and here in California it is today. I felt very blessed with my two kids. Pranchi and Sayan wished me happy Father's Day today with their surprises the kids way, and hope you have those surprises too. Anyway, life is beautiful for all of us. For now, please stay safe and be more active or alert, so we can control the fire and be living in the new normal world. Thanks once again, and thanks for your support. Namaste.